So I'm going to be wrapping up the story time with this part.
I'm just adding little bits and pieces of receipts into the video. Here is Trey before I got invited to the booth.
So at this point, I'm ready to go home. I really want to go home. I'm not feeling so safe anymore, not having so much fun, and I'm scared. There's a detail I left out. So pause. This whole time, I had my phone with me. Trey didn't take away any of our phones, and we didn't sign an NDA. But whenever I would look at my phone, like, he would gleam into my phone to make sure I'm not doing anything sketchy. That's how I have some, like, videos of some things. By God's grace, one of Trey's security guards come up to him and say, we have, you know, some visitors. So I'm like, okay. This whole thing, like I said, felt like an episode of Black Mirror for me. Out of the elevator comes, like, 6 men, and they're all wearing black and white suits. And so there were about 2 to 3 elevators full of these men that would just continuously come up. Trey welcomed them onto his balcony, and they were discussing some things. I don't know who they were. I don't know what they were talking about, but I was scared. By this time, it's almost 2 a.m. and I actually have a flight to catch back to Canada the next day. It was later in the day, but at this point, I'm feeling like I don't know when I'm gonna go home. So I asked the girl, I was like, hey, when do you think I could go home? Because, like, I checked my phone, and the girl I came to Dubai with was now messaging me asking if she could come to Trey's house because she got kicked out of the man's house that she was with, and she had nowhere to go, and she didn't have the keys to the Airbnb. So now she's messaging me saying, can you come back to the Airbnb, or can I come to Trey's house? So the girl's like, I don't know when we're leaving, but if you want, you can ask Trey if she can come. And at this point, I was too scared to ask him because he was on the balcony, like, having a meeting. So I just sat there, and then I realized I had to pee. So I asked the security guard if I could go to the bathroom. He said yes. At this point, I tucked my phone into my titties, and I went into the bathroom, and obviously the security guard was guarding the door. And yeah, so I went to the bathroom, I took a little selfie, and then when I came out, Trey was there. So I asked him if my friend could come because she needs the keys to the Airbnb. And he looked at me and he's like, do you really want her to come? And I didn't, because she was an asshole. So I actually just said, honestly, no. So I messaged her and I said, sorry, Trey said you can't come.
So you can pause the screen to read here. I was being a little fake, but at the time, she did not deserve my realness. And the time was a bit off because this was in my WhatsApp, but it was 1 a.m.